Methimazole by inhibiting thyroid peroxide. Methimazole act by inhibiting thyroid peroxidase. Methimazole inhibited thyroid peroxidase enzyme, blocking oxidation and coupling of hydrothyroxine T3 T4 synthesis. Example used in hypothyroidism. Propyl thiouracil act by inhibiting peripheral conversion of T4 and T3. Propyl thiouracil act by inhibiting peripheral conversion of T4 to T3. Levothyroxine act by supplying synthetic T4. Levothyroxine act by supplying synthetic T4. Insulin act by promoting glucose uptake. Insulin bind the tyrosine kinase receptor glucose of muscle adipose tissue via glucose T4 used in diabetic mellitus. Sulfonylurea act by stimulating insulin release from beta cell. Metformin act by decreasing hepatic gluconeogenesis. Metformin act by decreasing hepatic gluconeogenesis. Pioglitazone act by activating PAPR Y receptor. Pioglitazone act by activating PPR Y receptor. Acarbose act by inhibiting alpha glucoside enzyme. Acarbose act by inhibiting alpha glucoside enzyme. Sitagliptin act by inhibiting DPP4 enzyme. Sitagliptin act by inhibiting DPP4 enzyme. Exetidine act by GLP-1 agonist. Exenatide act by GLP-1 agonist. Glucagon act by stimulating glucogenesis. Fluorocorticogen act by mineral corticoid. Fluorocorticogen act by mineral corticoid. Prednisolone act by supporting inflammation and immunity. Prednisolone act by supporting inflammation and immunity. Spironolactone act by blocking aldosterone receptor. Spironolactone act by blocking aldosterone receptor. Monitor act as osmotic diuretic. Monitor act as osmotic diuretic. Furosemide act by inhibiting sodium, potassium and 2-calcium transporter. Hydrochlorothiazide act by inhibiting sodium calcium transport in DCT. Hydrocorticothiazide act by inhibiting sodium calcium transporter in DCT. Acetazolamide act by inhibiting carbonic anhydrase. Acetazolamide act by inhibiting carbonic anhydrase. Amiloride act by blocking sodium channel in collecting duct. Amiloride act by blocking sodium channel in collecting duct. Tolvaptan act as vasopressin V2 antagonist. Tolvaptan act as vasopressin V2 antagonist. Digoxin act by inhibiting sodium potassium ATPase. Digoxin act by inhibiting sodium potassium ATPase. Dopamine act as beta 1 agonist. Dobutamine act as beta 1 agonist. Amiodarone act by blocking potassium channel. Amiodarone act by blocking potassium channel. Barium act by blocking L-type calcium channel. Barium act by blocking L-type calcium channel. Nitroglycerin act by releasing nitric oxide. Nitroglycerin act by releasing nitric oxide. Sildenafil act by inhibiting PDE5 enzyme. Sildenafil act by inhibiting PDE5 enzyme. Clopidogrel act by inhibiting ADP receptor on platelet. Clopidogrel act by inhibiting ADP receptor on platelet. Heparin act by activating antithrombin 3. Heparin act by activating antithrombin 3. Warfarin act by inhibiting vitamin K epoxide reductase. Warfarin act by inhibiting vitamin K epoxide reductase. Alteplase act by activating plasminogen to plasmin. Alteplase act by blocking activating plasminogen to plasmin. Which drug act by inhibiting dihydrofolate reducer? Methotrexate. Which drug act by inhibiting dihydrofolate reducer? Methotrexate. Mechanism action of omeprazole inhibiting sodium, potassium and ATPase pump. Mechanism of action of omeprazole is inhibiting hydrogen potassium ATPase pump. Mechanism of action of atropine is muscarine receptor antagonist. Mechanism of action of atropine is muscarine receptor antagonist. Captopril act by inhibiting ACE inhibitor. Captopril act by inhibiting ACE inhibitor enzyme. Aspirin inhibit cyclooxygenase. Aspirin inhibited cyclooxygenase. Mechanism of diazepam is GABA A receptor enhancer. Mechanism of diazepam is GABA A receptor enhancer. Propranolol act by beta 1 beta 2 blockage. Propranolol act by beta 1 and beta 2 blockage.